Hi guys, how are you and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we're going to see about if statement, else if statement and else statement, right? And guys, all these statements are very simple if it can be easily understood, right? And in this video, if you'll watch the video till the end, you will get to know about each and everything about if statement, else if statement and else statement. But before I'll start this video, I'll just request you to please subscribe this channel so that you can get the latest update from this channel and also you can get more videos like this. So now without wasting any much of the time, I'll just get started with this video. So here on my screen you can see that at line number 2 I have a variable a which is having the value as 500, and then I have a variable b which is having a value of 200, right? And both of them are var type. Now at line number 6 you can see that I have started with the if statement. So first of all you'll just need to write if, and then you need within the brackets you need to check you need to mention a condition, right? So let's say here I am checking for the is a greater than b. So how this is the condition and this is the result, or I can say that this is the print statement which I want if this condition happens to be true, right? So this thing I have printed over there. I am just checking over here is a greater than b. I have just used this backticks, right? And then I have used this dollar sign, right? So in this way here this 500 will be printed as a text, and this at b instead of b this dollar and this b. So since it is having a value of 200, so here this 200 will be printed. So here it means that 500 is greater than 200. Now I'll add the comments also so that we can check for the condition here also, right? So 500 is 500 greater than 200. So yeah, this happens to be true, right? So this will be printed, right? So on my screen you can see that if I'll run this file in the terminal, so I'll get 500 is greater than 200, right? Now let's say suppose now if I'll check for the equality, I need to change the value. So let's say here at variable a, the value instead of 500 now it is 200, right? Now both a and b are same, I know this, right? So now if I'll run this file, node if else.js, this is the file name, and we just written node if else.js. Now if I'll run this file, so here you can see that 200 is equal to 200. Now in this case what happens, 500 if I'll check for the first one, right? So here you can see that it is showing as 200 greater than 200. No. So in this case this will be false, right? And now this statement will be executed else if. And just remember one more thing, that if you have already mentioned if and if you have some other condition, right? So now you will not just write if, you will write else if, right? Instead of this means that instead of this, right? If this is not true, then definitely this next thing will be going to be true, right? And if you have only two conditions, you will just write if and then you can use this else, right? And if there are more than two conditions, right, and you have to check three conditions, so you will first write if, then you will write else if, and then if you have any other condition you will write else if, and then at the last you will only write else statement, right? If all the above statements are not happen, if the conditions are not true, then we will execute this last one, else part, right? So here we have seen for the equality. Now let's say suppose this value is now 100, right? So this will be false, and now this will also be false, right? Because here this 100 is not equal to 200, right? So now this part will be executed, right? Because here 100 is less than 200, right? So this line will be printed in the console. Now if I run this file in the terminal, so here you can see that 100 is lesser than 200, right? And now let's say suppose in the else statement, it is the thing which I printed over here is please check the values a and b and enter correct values, right? So let's say suppose instead of the number, let's say by mistake user has typed a string over here. So let's say he has entered a b c, something like that, right? It is not just a value. So here you can see that if I run this file now, so here you can see that it is giving the message as please check the values ABC 200 and enter correct values, right? Because here in this example we are just comparing the two numbers, right? We are not comparing a string with the value or value with the string, right? So in this case I have just mentioned this condition, please check the values A and B and enter correct values, right? So these all things are there in the if statement, else if statement and else statement. And guys, now I hope you have liked this video, and if you have any doubts or any comments, so you are most welcome to ask the same in the comment section. And guys, if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, so I again request you to please kindly subscribe this channel so that you can get all the latest update from this channel, and also you can able to watch more videos like this on this channel. So thank you for now, and I'll hope to meet you soon in the next video. Thank you. That's all.